Welcome to Alice. This is the home screen. What I'm going to do for you today is walk you through a tutorial so you can understand how we set up our worlds. So we want to go ahead and go into File, and we want to create a new world. When you open that up, you have a toolbox here of tutorials, recent worlds, templates if you want, examples of worlds that have been created you can look at, textbooks, and open a world. Anyone that you have archived, you can open up. I'm going to go in the tab called Tutorial, and we're going to start working on the tutorial for the ice skater. Now you will know that there are sticky notes that pop up over the screen. I will read them or talk about them, and that's what will move us through the tutorial. It tells you everything you have to do, and we'll say next, and you move on. So have you noticed that there's a blue screen that's come over the board? This blue screen helps us concentrate on what we're doing so we don't lose our place. And it really honestly does make it a lot easier to do the tutorial. So first of all, welcome to Alice. We've covered the interface with the blue, and that's to help you. Each step in the tutorial will appear on a sticky note like the one I'm reading, and as you read it, then you'll click next to go on. You can go at your own pace. You can go quick if you've done this several times, or you can read everything thoroughly. The best thing about this is that when you need to click on a button or drag a tile, if Alice is giving you an instruction, they will open up the blue film on the tile that you need to click. So in this case, they've opened up the blue film. They've cut a hole in the filter like the one over the ice skater tile. When this tile opens up, you can actually make changes through it. So we're going to move on. When you need to read or look at an element of the interface, we'll draw a red frame around it, like the one above. Alice is a program for building virtual worlds populated by 3D objects. The objects in Alice can move, spin, change colors, react to the mouse, and more. We'll start with a short tour of the 5 areas of Alice interface that you'll be working with. These are vital. This is where you do all your work. This first one is the world window. It shows you what world you're building. The next one is your object tree. It's kind of like an outline. It shows your world, the camera's out in the world looking, there's lighting, you have a lake, you have an ice skater. From the object tree, we'll go down to the world's details. So anything that's on the object tree will have details down below. It'll have details for properties, methods, and functions. This is the editor area. This is where you will go and you will drag and drop your instructions to the scene, to the figure in the scene, whatever you want done. And this events area, it allows you to tell Alice when to make objects do certain things. So if the sky turns black, you want birds to start hopping around, something silly like that. But that's where you would do it. You'd create an event. It's okay if this is Greek to you right now. As we go through this and we follow Alice's instructions, you'll see how easy it is. All right, so now let's get ready to play. First of all, look at what our skater can do. This is what's already been started for you. So we hit the play button, and there she is. Let's see it again, because I was talking. The fun thing is if you have a skater, you don't want her to go super slow. You want her to have a little bit of speed on her. So now, that was quick. I want to go back into building, so I have to click this button here, and it will take me back to where my screen is. Okay. Now we're going to make the ice skater do a more complicated routine. So this is the area that we're going to be working in. If you notice, our first command is ice skater prepare to skate. Then ice skater do simple spin. So now we're going to add to this method. But before we can change what the ice skater does, we need to know what she can do. So we need to click on the ice skater. By clicking on the ice skater, that now, and I sometimes just don't quite get her enough, that now brings up her methods box. So these are all her details, her properties, and everything she can do. So we know she can skate, spin, do a simple spin, skate backwards, jump, prepare to skate. We can even create new methods. Maybe we want her to prepare to jump or prepare to hop. I don't know, but that's what we can do there. So now there are methods. Well, we kind of went there. I'm just going to move on. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to make our ice skater take 2 steps. So can you guess what we're going to do? You're right. We're going to grab our skater and we're going to move her under, do a simple spin. So we know she's going to take steps and we want her to take 2 steps. So once we have that done, we'll come over here and click next. Now when you're working in the program, you won't have all these next buttons. Okay. So let's see, did we make it work? Did we do it the right way? There she goes. She spins and now she takes 2 steps. And a step is actually, 2 complete left, right, left, right. All right. So I'm going to click out of here and go back into our methods. Okay. We can change the order of the tricks that the skater's routine is. And it's simple. We say, well, I don't want her to spin first. I think I'm going to have her do the spin after she takes her steps. Well, let me do something so you can see what happens. What if I didn't follow directions? What if I went up here? It will tell me I'm doing something out of order. So, all right. Now let's look at what happens now. We've changed the routine. 1, 2, or 2 steps. And she spins and stops. So it worked. After her spin, we'd like her to skate backwards. So now we're going to drag the skate backwards button and we'll do it after ice skater do a simple spin. And at this time, we really only need her to do, it didn't like what I was doing. Well, okay, if I click next, it'll tell me the Alice tutorial, things that maybe you didn't follow instructions carefully. So we have to back up or restart. So now I'll go to the back button. I wish I could tell you I did that on purpose, but I didn't. So after her spin, we're going to drag the tile, skate backwards, underneath the simple spin. And we're going to say we only want her to do 1 step. All right? And at this point, guess what we're going to do? We're going to click next, and then we're going to have her work on her spin. And then after that spin, we're going to have her jump. So we're going to jump and hit next. Okay. Are you ready to see what she can do? Here she goes. And her jump. Our graceful little ice skater. That is done. I will hit the next button again. All right. Now, we could rearrange this. I don't know about you, but I love watching it when they jump. So I'm going to have her jump first. I'm going to have her prepare to skate. And I'm going to move the jump up. And then I think I'm going to have her do 2 steps, spin, and then 2 steps backwards. So let's see how that goes. All right, let's see what we did. Did we do it? Are we making it? Now she should spin at this point. There she goes. And we could set her up for another jump or whatever we want. All right. And that is how easy it is to go through a tutorial. I encourage you to download Alice. You've seen this tutorial, try it for yourself. And as you see, you can go on to the next tutorial. And that helps you, that brings you a little bit further. I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope you can use it in your classroom. My students have started working with it and they absolutely love it. Between this and Storyboard That, we are bringing their writing to life. Have a good day.